Corruption kills. Seryoso na to. It doesn't always kill in ways that make the news, with bullets or bloodshed. Sometimes it kills quietly. It kills by stealing from classrooms, from hospitals, from communities that flood year after year. It kills opportunities, trust, and hope. When billions of pesos meant for flood control are lost to padded contracts, corruption kills families whose homes are swept away by floods. When laptops for schools are overpriced and outdated, corruption kills children's chances to learn in the digital age. When public funds for the pandemic response are siphoned off to favored suppliers, as we saw in the Pharmally scandal, corruption kills trust in government, and it kills the sick who are left without medicine or protective equipment. These issues remind us why investigative journalism exists, because corruption is not an abstract issue. It has real victims. Welcome to the fourth 2005 National Investigative Journalism Conference. The fourth organized by the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism. The first one was in 2019. The second one, 2021. Tapos nagkamali kami ng bilang, yung pangatlo naging 2024. Hindi, na-delay lang ng konti. So, bumalik kami dun sa tamang time. So, kaya we had to do it again this year. So, pang-apat na po ito. And for 36 years, PCIJ has stood for one belief, that democracy cannot survive without journalists who hold power to account. But we also know that in doing so, journalists put themselves at risk from threats, from lawsuits, from online harassment, and sometimes from the very fatigue of seeing corruption persist despite exposure. This year's conference is not just about uncovering wrongdoing. It is about finding new ways to fight. Our theme, Speaking Truth to Power, Adapting to Change, reflects both the urgency and the opportunity of our time. Artificial intelligence has made deception easier. Deepfakes, fabricated documents, fake experts, all designed to confuse and discredit truth. Yet the same technology also gives us tools to investigate faster, to collaborate across borders, and to expose wrongdoing at a scale that was once impossible to do. Over the next 3 days, 2.5 actually, we will explore how journalists can use technology, data, and collaboration to keep exposing corruption, whether in procurement, in campaign finance, or in the everyday misuse of public money that denies people their rights and dignity. You will hear from those who have followed the money, those who have used AI for good to detect fraud, track public spending, and also from the storytellers who give faces and voices to those most affected by corruption. This is also a space for solidarity, di ba? Dami nang nag-reunion kanina. PCIJ has always believed that no journalist should stand alone. We are building communities of investigative journalists, of students, of mentors, of peers, because collaboration is one of our best defenses and can be our greatest strength, lalo na at this time. But beyond the tools and technology, we must remember that what drives this work is public service. Investigative journalism is also about helping citizens understand how power is used and misused in their name. It is about giving people the information they need to demand better governance and to protect their future. And yes, corruption kills journalists. From the Ampatuan massacre to the killing of so many local reporters. If you remember si Marlene Esperat, she was assassinated. She was murdered for her story, her expose on the fertilizer scam. And then, ito I'm sure konti lang yung nakakakilala, si Philip Agustin. He was an editor of a local paper in Aurora. He wrote about yung yero, yung galvanized iron sheets that were supposed to be used by residents dahil nagkaroon ng bagyo, ginamit ng mayor para ipa-repair ang sabungan. Yun. And he was killed on the day that the paper came out. So, the message is clear. Those who profit from corruption fear truth the most. So as we begin this year's IJCon, may we honor the courage of those who paid the price for their reporting by continuing their work, by telling stories that matter, and by reminding the powerful that silence is not an option. On behalf of PCIJ, I thank our partners and collaborators who made this conference possible. The National Endowment for Democracy, which is a long partner of PCIJ. We also recognize the support of Universalis, which has given us additional funds so that we can invite more journalists from the provinces. So maraming salamat. We also thank our speakers, moderators, volunteers, lalo na yung volunteers, no? Kasi sinamahan nila kami magpuyat. Kung hindi na ngumingiti si Aaron mamaya, huwag kayong magulat kasi, yun, tanongin niya na lang siya bakit. So maraming salamat to all of you who have come from across the country to join us in this shared mission. Welcome to IJCon 2025. Let's keep reminding those in power, corruption kills, but truth heals. Marami pong salamat.